Good morning, students. Today we are going to do some more problems in locus and complete the chapter. Okay. Next class I will start straight lines. That is tomorrow. Okay. I have completed 9 examples already. So let us see some more examples. Example 10. Find the equation of the locus of a point P such that PA square plus PB square is equal to 2C square, where A comma 0, B minus A comma 0 and 0 less than mod A less than mod C. Okay. So here A and B are two fixed points, capital A and capital B. We have to find the locus of the point P which satisfies a geometrical condition. This is the geometrical condition. A and B are fixed points. P is a moving point such that the sum of the squares of its distances from A and B is always a constant equal to 2C square. 2C square is a constant. So, as usual, we will start with let Px comma y be a point on the locus. The given geometric condition is what? Pa square plus pb square is equal to 2c square. P is x comma y, A is capital A is small a comma 0, capital B is minus a comma 0. So, therefore, what is Pa square? X minus a whole square plus y minus 0 whole square plus pb square is x plus a whole square plus y minus 0 whole square is equal to right hand side the constant 2c square. Okay. So, I have underlined these two. Okay. X minus a whole square plus x plus y, x plus a whole square. It is equal to 2 into x square plus y square. Similarly, here y square, there another y square, so 2y square is equal to 2c square. So, we can cancel out the common factor 2, both left and right. So, you will get x square plus a square is equal to, x square plus a square plus y square is equal to c square. So, take this a square also to the right side. So, x square plus y square is equal to c square minus a square. So, what is this locus? It is a real circle with a center 0 0 and radius root of c square minus a square. See, what is the equation of the circles with the center AB and radius R? Just 1 minute. I am asking a question. What is the equation of the circle with the center A comma B and radius R? It is x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to r square. Okay. But if center is 0 0, then if suppose this is 0 0, what happens to the equation? Put a is equal to 0, b is equal to 0, you will get simply x square plus y square is equal to r square. So, therefore, x square plus y square is equal to r square is a circle with a center 0 0 and radius r. So, it is in that form. See, right hand side right hand side root of c square minus a square can be written as what? Root of c square minus a square whole square you can write. Is it not? So, it is exactly now in this form x square plus y square is equal to r square. So, therefore, it is a circle with center 0 0 and radius is equal to what? Square minus a square, but root of c square minus a square. See here, this is the circle, radius is r, not r square. Therefore, this is root of c square minus a square whole square. Therefore, radius is root of c square minus a square. But here there is a problem. Under the square root there is a quantity c square minus a square. If it is negative, c square minus a square is negative, that will happen when a is greater than c, is it not? If a is more than a square is negative. So, then if under the square root if a negative quantity occurs, radius will become imaginary and the circle is called imaginary circle. But here c square minus a square greater than 0. That is why he has given this condition. In the question, please see the condition. So mod a is less than mod c. So mod a is less than mod c means mod c is more than mod a. So c square is greater than a square. So c square minus a square is positive. So therefore you will get a real circle. That is why he has put this condition. That is the reason. See the next page for more discussion. See, this is x-axis. I am locating the points, actual points. First point A, capital A comma 0 on the x-axis. Capital B minus a comma 0 again on the x-axis, negative side of x-axis. Their midpoint is exactly origin. Okay, origin is the midpoint. This distance is a, and this side the distance is also a. Now P is a point on the locus. Let it be xy. So join PA, PB. So consider the triangle PAB. Okay. According to Apollonius theorem for the triangle PAB, Apollonius theorem you remember, triangle PAB, PA square plus PB square is equal to 2 times OP square plus OA square. OA square you can write, or OB square also you can write, because both are same. Origin is the midpoint. That is what is called Apollonius theorem. P is joined to the midpoint of the opposite side O, then PA square plus PB square is equal to 2 times OP square plus OA square or OB square. So this can be written as 2 times in place of OA. OA is a constant, is it not? These two are fixed point, their midpoint is also a fixed point. This distance or this distance is A, so that is fixed. That I have put here, A square. So, but PA square plus PB square is equal to 2C square is the condition. Now forget about this, take only up to from here. So 2 can be cancelled out. OP square plus A square is equal to E square. OP square is equal to C square minus A square. Is it not? So OP is equal to what? Root of C square minus A square. You know that origin is a fixed point. A and B are fixed points, means their midpoint also will be fixed. P is a variable point on the locus. Locus point means it is a moving point. It is not a fixed point, it moves. So P x comma y is moving such that the condition is OP is always a constant. O is a fixed point, P is moving such that OP is always a constant. Root of C square minus A square means is locus of P, is it not a circle with a center, origin and radius root of C square minus A square, this quantity? Yes. O is a fixed point, P is a variable point such that OP is always a constant, which is a real constant because of the condition he has given. Under the square root no negative number, locus of P is a circle with the center, origin and radius root of C square minus A square. So this is an additional discussion. Okay, problem is already we have completed and we got the marks also, but this is just an additional discussion. Let us see the next question. Find the equation of the locus of P. A 4 comma 0, B minus 4 comma 0 and mod of PA minus PB is equal to 4. So this is also very, very, very important. Okay, very, very important this one. See, we have found the locus for the condition PA plus PB is a constant. Now, but now PA minus PB is a constant. Okay, mod of PA minus PB is a constant. So let Px comma y be a point on the locus. That is, actually we will start like that only. What is the given geometrical condition? Mod of PA minus PB is 4. That means if you remove the modulus, we have to put plus or minus on one side. So PA minus PB is plus or minus 4. PA minus PB plus 4 means PA is greater, PB is lesser. Okay. PA minus PB, suppose if you take minus 4, then what happens? PB is more and PA is less. Okay. It can happen. So, first we have to always consider PA square minus PB square. Do you remember when finding the locus with the condition PA plus PB constant, then also we have started like this only. So, PA square minus PB square, you start with P is known, A is known, B is also known. So, you can easily write PA square, this is PA square, this is PB square. So, y square gets cancelled out, x minus 4 whole square minus x plus 4 whole square on the right side, it is minus 16x. But left side PA square minus PB square is PA plus PB into PA minus PB. But PA minus PB, you know that it can be either plus or minus 4. So, I have put plus or minus 4 here, is equal to minus 16x. So, dividing you get PA plus PB is equal to what? Minus 16x divided by plus or minus 4x. Plus or minus 4, sorry. Minus 16x by, if you divide by plus 4, then you will get minus 4x. That is why minus I have written top. Okay. If you take plus 4, then minus sign, minus 4x. If you take minus 4 in the denominator, minus 16x by minus 4 plus 4. So, therefore, minus or plus 4x. That is PA plus PB. But PA minus PB is what? From this direct, this equation, plus or minus 4. So, here this point is important. In the second case, if you take plus 4, the second equation, if you take plus 4 plus sign, in the first equation you will get minus sign. Okay. Otherwise, in the second equation, if you take minus 4, then in the first equation you will get plus 4. So, that combination. So, then you add these two equations. Left hand side, okay, 2 PA. What is the combination? Here minus sign, here plus sign. So, minus 4x plus 4. Or, other combination is here plus sign, here minus sign. So, plus 4x minus 4. So, this is very, very important. Either you get this or get this. You will not get minus 4x minus 4. What I mean is, you will not get minus 4x minus 4. You will not get plus 4x plus 4 also. So, you will get minus 4x plus 4 or plus 4x minus 4 only. You will not get minus 4x minus 4 or plus 4x plus 4 at all. So, please understand that here. Okay. So, then divide by 2. This is 2PA divide by 2. So, PA is equal to this or that. Now, PA square you consider. Okay. Left hand, we are going back again. PA is minus 2x plus 2 whole square, 2x minus 2 whole square. So, I am squaring it. Minus 2x plus 2 whole square or 2x minus 2 whole square. You will get. But both are same here. Okay, is it not? You know that a minus b whole square is same as b minus a whole square. So, finally, here same on the right side only after squaring. So, but PA square, P is x comma y and A is 4 comma 0. You can easily write PA square. Right hand side, this or this, both are same only. We can write any one of them. So, simplify. You will get minus 8x cancel out. So, 3x square minus y square is equal to dividing by 12 you get. So, which is called a hyperbola. Which is called a hyperbola. Okay. So, let us go to the back page. Prediction of some points on the locus. So, actually, before finding the equation of the locus, at least some individual points on the locus, we can tell these points are there on the locus. Can you find such points? See, A 4 comma 0, this is x-axis, because 4 comma 0 and B minus 4 comma 0 are clearly points on the x-axis. So, this line is x-axis. Okay. PA by PB, sorry, PA minus PB. Here the condition is PA minus PB can be 4, or PB minus PA can be 4. PA minus PB is plus or minus 4 if you remove the modulus. So minus 4 if you take, what happens? PA minus PB is minus 4 means PB minus PA is 4. So can you find any point satisfying this condition? A is 4 comma 0, B is minus 4 comma 0. So consider P here in between A and B at 2 comma 0. Then what is PB? 2 comma 0 to minus 4 comma 0, 6 units. PA 2 comma 0 to 4 comma 0, 2 units. 6 units minus 2 units. Okay. So here PA 2, here I have written PA 2 units, PB 6 units. So PA minus PB minus 4. This condition is satisfied. Similarly, you can take, you have considered a point 2 units distance from A. So you can consider a point at 2 units distance from B also. Here 2 units. Total is 8 units from A to B. If this is 2 means the remaining will be 6. So for this point, what is PA? PA is 6. Okay, this distance. PB is what? 2. 6 minus 2, 4. So this point is also satisfying the condition. That means this point and this point, that is plus or minus 2 comma 0, must be points on the locus. Let us check up. So check whether the predicted points plus or minus 2 comma 0 are there on the locus or not. So what is the locus? This is the locus, 3x square. So in this equation you put plus or minus 2 comma 0. In place of x put plus or minus 2. So 3 into 4, 12. Y is 0. So 12 minus 0, 12. So these 2 points are there on the locus. So actually see the diagram, these 2 points are there on the locus. The hyperbola, the locus will be one branch like this passing through 2 comma 0, another branch passing through minus 2 comma 0, turning towards the left side. So on the right side branch, this is right side branch, if you take any point, PB will be more, PA will be less, and PB minus PA will be 4. If you take any point on the left side branch, then PA is more, PB is less, so PA minus PB will be 4. So the hyperbola consists of 2 branches like this. Anyhow, we are going to study hyperbola in detail in the second year. So this equation is the standard equation of hyperbola, x square by a square minus y square by b square. If you find any equation of this type, then you should recognize that it is a hyperbola. Okay, let us see the next question. A 1, 2, B 2 minus 3, C minus 2, 3 are 3 points. A point P moves such that PA square plus PB square is equal to 2PC square. Show that the equation of the locus of P. This is a very easy question. So locus of P. So let Px comma y be a point on the locus. That is starting point. What is the given geometric condition? PA square plus PB square is equal to 2PC square. You know the points A, B, C. P is also known. We are assuming x comma y. So you can easily substitute, simplify. So 2x square plus 2y square, they get cancelled out. Here right side after expansion, 2x square, 2y square, they will. So simplifying, you can easily show that the locus is 7x minus 7y plus 4 equal to 0, which is a straight line. Any equation of the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is a straight line. You know that, is it not? So this is simply a straight line locus. So let us see the next example. If the coordinates of a variable point P are a cos theta comma b sin theta, where theta is variable quantity, then find the locus of P. See, P's coordinates are a cos theta comma b sin theta. Theta is not constant, but it is variable. So theta is taking different values, 0 degrees, 1 degree, 2 degree, like that. So that means the coordinates of the points are changing. So P is moving in the plane. What is the path traced out by P? That is called locus. Okay. So we'll start like this. Let Px comma y be a point on the locus. But P, given that Px comma y is equal to what? A cos theta comma b sin theta. That means x coordinate is a cos theta, y coordinate is b sin theta. So how do you get the locus xy, locus of the point xy? Eliminating the variable theta from these two equations, we get the locus. X equal to a cos theta, y equal to b sin theta. These are two equations. From these two equations, we have to eliminate theta. Eliminate theta means we should see that theta gets eliminated. Okay. We should get an equation in which theta is not present. Theta is absent completely. So what we should do? Take this a to the left side. You will get what? X by a is equal to cos theta. Take b to the left side. You will get y by b is equal to sin theta. Then squaring and adding. Okay. First equation divide by a, second equation divide by b, then squaring and adding. So x by a whole square plus y by b whole square is what? Cos square theta plus sin square theta. But cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So that means theta has been eliminated. So this is the equation satisfied by any point x comma y on the locus. But this is already we have seen that this is the standard equation of an ellipse. So the locus is an ellipse. Let us go to the next problem. A point P moves such that the sum of the squares of its distances from three vertices of a triangle ABC. Sum of the squares of the distances from three vertices of a triangle ABC is a constant. The locus of the point P is a circle whose center is dash of the triangle ABC. Whose center is dash of the triangle ABC. Options are circumcenter, orthocenter, incenter and centroid. So okay. Let us start with like this. Let A x1 y1, B x2 y2, C x3 y3 be the vertices of the triangle ABC. Let P xy x comma y be the moving or variable point on the locus. P is moving. ABC are fixed. But what is the condition? Geometric condition? The sum of the squares of its distances from the three vertices. That means PA square plus PB square plus PC square is always a constant. Say is equal to K, which is some constant. Okay. Let us put the equations. PA square x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square. PB square x minus x2 whole square plus y minus y2 whole square. PC square similarly x minus 3 whole square plus y minus y3 whole square is equal to K. So here afterwards you please follow carefully how I am expanding. See this pink color, this one I am marking red now, all x terms. So take these three squares where x is there. So here x, first one x square, second one x square, third one x square you will get. So 3x square. First one you will get minus 2x1x. Second one you get minus 2x2x. Third one you get minus 2x3x. In that you take minus 2x common. In the bracket you get x1 plus x2 plus x3. Okay. So next constants, x1 square here, x2 square here, x3 square here, I am writing at the end. Okay, x1 square. Now take the y terms. Y minus y1, there are also three y terms. These are the y terms. So y square plus y square plus y square. 3y square you get, I have written here. Here minus 2 y1y, here minus 2 y2y, here minus 2 y3y. So you take minus 2y common in the bracket, y1 plus y2 plus y3. Next constants, y1 square plus y2 square plus y3 square I have written at the end. This k on the right side I have brought it to the left side. So this constant you put in a bracket in the next step. Next step what I am doing is 3x square plus 3y square. So what can you say about the equation at this stage? Do you remember the equation of a circle? X square coefficient is what here? 3. Y square coefficient also 3. There is no xy term. Xy term is not there. Therefore, this can be a circle. This may be a circle. Okay. So, to find the center and radius, we have to make the x square coefficient and y square coefficient 1. That means you have to divide by 3. So, divide by 3. So, x square here, y square here. Here you get minus 2 by 3 here. So, minus 2 into x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. See this? Did you recognize this? In the bracket, what it is? It is the centroid. Okay. Next, you are dividing by 3. Here, if you divide by 3, minus 2 into y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. And constant also you have to divide by 3 is equal to 0. So, it is in the form x square plus y square plus something into x plus something into y plus some constant is equal to 0. So, what is this? Is clearly a circle. What is the center? Center what? What you should do for finding the center? X coefficient you have to divide by 2 and change the sign. X coefficient you have to divide by 2 and change the sign. So, you will get x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. Y coordinate how do you get? For the center of the circle. Y coefficient you should divide by 2 and change the sign. So, you will get y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. But this is clearly centroid of the triangle ABC. So, centroid is the correct answer. So, option D is correct. So, let us see the next question. 15. The locus of a point which is collinear with the points 3, 4 and minus 4, 3 is. This is very easy. Let he has not named the points, let us name them. Let A 3, 4 and B minus 4, 3 be the given points. Let P x, y be a point on the locus. What is the given geometrical condition? The given geometric condition is P is collinear with the given points. P is collinear with A and B. So, P is collinear with A and B means what about the area of the triangle PAB? 0. So, PAB are collinear implies and is implied by area of triangle PAB is 0. Area of triangle is half into first point P x, y, second point A 3, 4, third point B minus 4, 3, again first point x, y, all I have written vertically equated to 0. So, inside you expand it. So, you will get like this finally, and half also you can multiply by 2 both sides, 0 into 2, 0 right side. Okay. So, mod of x minus 7y plus 25 is equal to 0 means x minus 7y plus 25 is equal to plus or minus 0. To remove modulus on the right side you have to put plus or minus, but plus or minus 0 is same as 0. So, you will get this locus which is a straight line, is it not? This equation, where is the option? So, option D is there. So, let us see the next example. The equation root of x minus 2 whole square plus y square plus root of x plus 2 whole square plus y square is equal to 4 represents what? A circle, a line segment, a parabola or an ellipse. See the diagram here. Here, see what can, just by observation, what can you say this? This is distance formula, is it not? From the point x, y to which point? 2, 0. See, x, y, 2, 0. What is the distance? Root of x minus 2 whole square plus y square. Correct. What about this one? X, y to minus 2, 0. Is it not? What is the distance between x, y and minus 2, 0? Root of x plus 2 whole square plus y square. So, that means P x, y is a point on the locus. Let us consider 2 points, 2, 0 and minus 2, 0. Let A 2, 0 and B minus 2, 0 be two fixed points. Let Px comma y variable point whose locus we have to find. So the given equation implies, this is the given equation. It implies that PA plus PB is 4, because first one is PA, second one is PB. Distance formula. So PA plus PB is 4. But see the diagram, A 2 comma 0, B minus 2 comma 0, both are on the x-axis because their y coordinates are 0. I have shown x-axis. What is the distance between them? Exactly 4 units. I have marked here 4 units. Suppose P is somewhere here. Then PA plus PB, how can it be 4? It cannot be 4. Consider the triangle PAB. In this triangle, AB is clearly 4. If you consider any point outside the triangle, PA plus PB, sum of two sides will be greater than 4 only. It cannot be equal to 4. So the locus of P cannot lie outside. Suppose you take in between A and B, somewhere in between A and B on the line segment only, then what about this distance PA? What about this PB? Sum, is it not 4? Yes. So similarly you can take any point on the line segment in between A and B. Okay. PA, PB, sum will be 4. So the locus is null set. Okay. But here we notice that AB is exactly 4. PA plus PB is also 4. Therefore, the locus of P is the line segment AB only. All the points between A and B, including A and B. That is the locus, that's all. You cannot go outside the line segment also on the x-axis. Then PA plus PB will be more than 4. You cannot take any point in the plane also. PA plus PB will be more than 4. Okay. So PA plus PB, whatever is given, if it is equal to AB, then the locus is a line segment. If it is more than AB, then you will get ellipse. If it is less than AB, PA plus PB, less than AB, PA plus PB, whatever is given is less than AB, then the locus is null set. There are no such points in the plane. So these points already I have mentioned. Okay. Let us see the example 17. Vertices of a triangle are 3, 4, 5 cos theta, 5 sin theta, 5 sin theta minus 5 cos theta, where theta belongs to R. Variable triangle is saying. Why is saying variable triangle? Out of the 3 vertices, one vertex of course fixed, 3, 4 is fixed. Remaining 2 vertices are changing because theta belongs to R is a parameter, it takes different values. As theta takes different values, this vertex and this vertex will be changing. So therefore we say that the triangle is a variable triangle. It is not a fixed triangle. So if it is a variable triangle, then its orthocenter will be changing. Orthocenter will be moving. So what is the locus of the orthocenter? Locus of orthocenter means equation of the locus of the orthocenter. Okay. So let A, because he has not named the points, let us name them. A 3, 4, B this point, C this point, be the vertices. So observe these points carefully. What can you say? What is your comment? Observing these points carefully, we can easily find its circumcenter. What is the circumcenter? Can you guess? Can you guess the circumcenter? Yes, it is origin. What is it? It is the origin. Why it is origin? Because origin is equidistant from the 3 points, given points. Okay. Because origin is circumcenter. How? Why it is origin? Because origin is equidistant from the points ABC. Origin is 0, 0. First point A is 3, 4. What is OA? Root of 3 square plus 4 square. 5. What is OB? Root of 5 cos square, 5 cos theta whole square plus 5 sin theta whole square. 25 common in the bracket, you will get 1. So root 25 is 5 only. What is OC? Root of 5 sin theta whole square plus minus 5 cos theta whole square. Again 25 common, you will get in the bracket 1 and this is 5 only. You can see that OA, OB, OC all are 5 only. So therefore origin is, but you do remember this property. If origin is circumcenter of any triangle ABC, then its orthocenter is A plus B plus C. This point I have mentioned in coordinate system. If origin is circumcenter of any triangle, orthocenter is A plus B plus C. Similarly, other one you remember, if origin is orthocenter, then the circumcenter is what? A plus B plus C by 2. These points you should remember. So do you remember this? I am asking you. Okay. So orthocenter is just obtained by adding the 3 vertices. We have to find the locus of the orthocenter. Orthocenter is just obtained by adding the 3 vertices because the circumcenter is origin. So let the orthocenter be Px comma y. We have to find the locus of the orthocenter. So any point on the locus we will take it as x comma y only, is it not? So therefore next page, Px comma y is A plus B plus C. A I have written, B I have written, C I have written. So I take only the x coordinate here. So x coordinate is what? Here x coordinate 3 plus 5 cos theta plus 5 sin theta. Okay, let us call this first equation. Y coordinates I will take. Here it is 4, here it is 5 sin theta, here it is minus 5 cos theta. So that is y coordinate. So let us call it second equation. Theta is variable here, parameter. So if you eliminate theta from these 2 equations, you will get the locus. So eliminating the variable theta from the equations 1 and 2, we get the locus of the point Px comma y, which is the orthocenter of the triangle ABC. So I take this 3 to the left side, write x minus 3 as what? 5 common, right side. 5 into cos theta plus sin theta. Next 4 to I take left to the left side, y minus 4 is equal to right side I take 5 common. Okay, now squaring and adding. You can eliminate theta. So x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 4 whole square is equal to right side 25 common. In the bracket cos theta plus sin theta whole square plus cos theta minus sin theta whole square. A plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square is 2 into a square plus b square. But a square plus b square is cos square theta plus sin square theta, which is 1. So 25 into 2, 50. So in the next step I can write x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 4 whole square is equal to 50. This 50 can be written as root 50 whole square. So from seeing this equation, it is clearly what? A circle with a center 3, 4. X minus 3, y minus 4. So center 3, 4 and radius 50 or root 50? Radius root 50, that is 5 root 2. So of course you can expand this equation and write it like this also. This is a very important problem. Okay, very important. Please study this very carefully. Okay, let us see the next example. The line joining the points 5, 0, 10 cos theta, 10 sin theta is divided internally in the ratio 2:3 at P. Then find the locus of P. So I have drawn the diagram. See here, A is 5, 0 fixed point. B is 10 cos theta, 10 sin theta. This is not fixed point because theta is parameter. Theta takes different values. B will be moving. Therefore, the point which divides the line segment AB in the ratio 2:3 internally, that also will be moving because this point is moving. This point is moving as theta changes. This point is fixed. Therefore, the point dividing the line segment AB internally also moves. So, what is the locus of P wants? Okay, what is, on which curve it travels? So, what is the equation of that curve? Okay, so let us find this point is x comma y. So, let us use the section formula and find x. So, x is equal to 2 into 10 cos theta plus 3 into 5 by 2 plus 3. Simplifying, I get 4 cos theta plus 3. So, take this 3 to the left side. You can write x minus 3 is equal to 4 cos theta. That is the first equation. Similarly, y coefficient y is equal to what? 2 into that side y coordinate 10 sin theta plus 3 into this side 0 by 2 plus 3. So simplifying, you get 4 sin theta. So I have written y is equal to 4 sin theta, second equation. First equation, second equation. Theta is variable. So if you eliminate theta, you can find the locus of the point x comma y. That is the point P. So locus you can find. So you right side 4 cos theta, 4 sin theta are there in the two equations. What you should do, obviously, squaring and adding. Okay, squaring and adding the equations 1 and 2, we get what? Left hand side x minus 3 whole square plus y square. Right hand side 4 square cos square theta plus 4 square sin square theta. 4 square common, in the bracket you get cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. So you will get simply 4 square. So which is clearly what? This is x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square is equal to 4 square. So this is clearly a circle with center what? 3 comma 0 here, and radius is what? 4. So you can expand that equation also, you can write the answer in this form also. Locus is also a circle here. I think the next one is the last question for this chapter, for this topic. Okay, for this topic, this is the last question. If theta is parameter, a is equal to a cos theta, a sin theta, b is equal to b sin theta minus b cos theta, c is equal to 1 comma 0. Then the locus of the centroid of the triangle ABC is, this is given for EAMCET 2014. Okay. Here out of the 3 vertices of the triangle ABC, only one vertex is fixed. C 1 comma 0, that is a fixed vertex, it will not move. But whereas the other 2 vertices A and B, because theta is involved there and theta is a parameter, he is saying. Parameter means a variable which takes different values, that is called parameter. So the 2 vertices A and B are changing. One vertex is fixed, 2 vertices are changing, means the triangle is changing, therefore the centroid also changes. Centroid also moves. We have to find the locus of the centroid, on which curve the centroid moves. That curve's equation we have to find out. Okay. So let Px comma y be the centroid. Okay, we'll start, because we have to find the locus of the centroid. So let Px comma y be the centroid. But centroid, what is the formula? A plus b plus c by 3. So cross multiplying, you get 3p is equal to a plus b plus c. P is x comma y, 3p means 3 into x comma y is equal to a plus b plus c. A is a cos theta plus a sin theta, b is b sin theta minus b cos theta plus 1 comma 0. Now let us take x coordinates only, equate them. X coordinate on the left side is 3x. Right side a cos theta plus b sin theta plus 1. Okay. Then we take the y coordinates, 3 into y. So 3 into y is y coordinate on the left side. Right side, sum of the y coordinates, a sin theta minus b cos theta plus 0. So here I have written. Okay. So in the first equation here, take this 1 to the left side and square it. 3x minus 1 whole square is equal to a cos theta plus b sin theta whole square. Please remember that our aim is to eliminate theta. Whatever parameter or variable is there, if you eliminate that, then only you get the locus of the point x comma y. So 1 I am taking to the left side, 3x minus 1, then squaring it. 3x minus 1 whole square is equal to a cos theta plus b sin theta whole square. Here there is no constant on the right side, so directly square it, second equation. So 3y whole square is equal to a sin theta minus b cos theta whole square. These two equations, add them. Okay. Then what happens? Left side 3x minus 1 whole square plus 9y square. Right side, see carefully. Here a square cos square theta, here a square sin square theta. Their sum is a square. Here you get b square sin square theta, here you get b square cos square theta, their sum is b square. What about this one? Plus 2ab sin theta cos theta minus 2ab sin theta cos theta. They will cancel out. Okay. So simply you will get a constant a square plus b square on the right side. So Can you recognize this one? Is it a circle? You may think that it is not a circle, but it is actually a circle. How? See here. Locus is a circle. Can you find the center and radius? I am asking. So this equation I am taking here. What I am doing in the first term is I am taking 3 common. 3x minus 1, I am writing it as 3 into x minus 1 by 3 whole square. Whole square means 9 into x minus 1 by 3 whole square. That is what I have written here. Plus 9y square remaining okay. Then divide by 9. So a square plus b square by 9 you get, but that can be written as root of a square plus b square by 3 whole square. Now it is exactly in the form x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to r square. Here y minus 0. Okay. So center is 1 by 3 comma 0 and radius is root of a square plus b square by 3. That is the radius. So the locus is a circle. So students, we have completed the topic locus. So I will give some assignment also. Same type of problems but with different numbers I will give you. So please practice them for the examination. So next class I shall start straight lines. Okay. So see you in the next class.